Hi, I'm Marco Mate. I am the Customization Development Manager of GTS. I am based in the Philippines, and today I will discuss about the Global Technical Solutions team, also known as the GTS team. I will keep our agenda short. I will just focus on discussing these three items. Basically, the introduction of our team, what happened in 2015, and what our plans for in 2016. So starting with the introduction, I will start off with who our team is. So our team is uh, located in two places. GTS is in Hong Kong and both in the Philippines. So for our team in Hong Kong, is totals of 12 people, while the team in the Philippines totals 4 people. So what do we do? One of our responsibilities is customizations. So customizations are functionalities in MTS that are currently not existing. So these are features that are currently being searched or being required by clients, but that are currently not existing in MTS. So what GTS does is we develop these and manage these requests for the client and make it available for them. Um, One of our responsibilities as well is analytics. By definition, analytics is the discovery and communication of meaningful patterns in data. And what is the best way to present data is to present them visually. So this could be in the form of reports, also charts and graphs. So this is what analytics do. GTS manage the analytics, which is a system of that stores data that's coming from NTS. These data could be in the form of user data, course data, transcript data, and so on. So what analytics does is to transform these data into more meaningful form, like charts and graphs. So if you imagine, if you present the data in its raw format, it will be difficult to distinguish patterns among them. Wherein, if you compare it, if we presented it in another form, which is visual, it's in its visual forms, which is in the form of graphs or charts, it will be easier to distinguish data in that form, and that's what analytics does. The third responsibility of GTS is just recently added, and that's in development. So since this process is new to GTS, I will discuss more of it later. So we go on to the next topic, which is what happened in 2015. So for customizations in 2015, our main project for 2015 is mainly about Porsche. So far, it is the biggest and the most complicated project that we have, and it's mainly because we have faced a number of challenges during the project. And to name a few of those challenges, we have massive requirements. Um, we can say that the Porsche has massive requirement because it has 14 customization items, and one out of these 14 items will expand into 24 sub items. If we add that in total, we will have 37 items in total, overall items for Porsche alone, and that's why it has massive requirement. It also has a tight schedule in the sense that if we go back to the 37 items a while ago, we can only handle one item in an estimate of 1 month. That will include everything in it and not just development. It will include the scoping, analysis, clarification, the documentation, QA, UAT, and sign off, which could take most of the time aside from the development. And if we follow the rate of this one item per month, and we are given 37 items, we could give a quick estimate that the whole Porsche project will be as long as 37 months. However, GTS only started engaging in the project in January 2015, and we are given the expectation to complete it in September 2015. So the span of January to September is around 8 months. So we're given, looking at it in an overall picture, we are given 37 months worth of work, but in reality, we only have 8 months to complete it. The third challenge we have is it has an open scope. The Porsche project has an open scope, which means the requirements are not final when given to GTS. So what that basically means is they're still open for changes. So what happens during the project is every time when we show a prototype or a proposed solution to the client, they always find new items to add. So that will add to the project scope and also add to the time needed to complete the project as it almost approaches infinity. The changes almost approaches infinity already. So that's what open scope is. So we did, however, overcome these challenges last year. So for the massive requirements, what we did was to distribute each items to all of the people as evenly as possible. So if you heard of the term divide and conquer, we divided the big task, those 37 items, into smaller and more manageable tasks so that we could distribute it to multiple people. That helped manage the items. However, it's still a big requirement. For the tight schedules, what we did was to ask for extensions, and if extensions are not possible, it helped that we prioritize some of the items. So we identified items that are critical for go live and separated them from the items that are not critical for go live. So doing that, we divided the items into two categories. The one that's critical for go live and one that is not critical for go live. That made it the requirements smaller in a given time frame. The same this strategy also helped on the open scope challenge because prioritizing the items also helped manage the open scope problem. Next is we move on to analytics. So as of today, we have 5 instances of analytics in the Americas. We have 4 instances in Europe, and we have 2 instances in Asia. That's total of 11 instances. And GTS has an objective for analytics is to maintain a robust environment and a secure data environment. And in order to accomplish this objective, we have developed a change request process, also known as the CR process. If we take a look at the CR process, it's a process that involves many documentation. So it has many documentations because we document every single change we have for each of those 11 instances. So no matter how big the change or no matter how small the change, we make sure that we capture it in each of the documents. It takes a lot of work and effort to maintain the process alone, but quoting from the regulatory compliance of training for IT personnel, the change control records can be used to slow down modifications and changes to the system. However, given that it involves a lot of work to maintain the process. The purpose of having a process like this is so that we can easily see what is applied on the server without even going to the server itself. Another objective is that we keep track of what changes have taken place in each of the servers, and we keep a history of all of them. So there are a lot of work to be done in analytics part, and if ever you ask who maintains all of the instances, we only have Superman maintaining it. We have one application specialist doing everything under analytics. He does the change request, the server configuration, the client configuration, installation, upgrade, and SSO. So to wrap it all up, basically he knows what to do, everything under analytics. Usually we know Superman as Clark Kent, but in GTS we know him as a Wallace Law. Next is for skin development. The skin development is recently adopted by GTS from the graphics team. So it's now an official GTS service last November 2015. And what happened on 2015 is we did one project for skin project for Porsche. This is what basically what Porsche wants is they want a skin created from scratch with similar user and admin views. It took us a while to produce this skin, so we realized that we need to improve our process for this year, and I will tackle that later on. So going to the what's coming up in 2016 for customizations, we expect big and complex clients with a mixture of single customizations and integrated solutions. Just to provide a brief description of what those two are, single customizations are independent single requests, while integrated solution is a package of single requests that create multiple that create a single solution. Usually, integrated solution is a big solution that's requested by bigger clients, and single customizations are just simple requests. For this year, we also have the business analyst team. So it's what we call the BA team. It's a team under the GTS and something new for 2016. So normally our engineers are well-rounded, both technical and non-technical. They can do coding, analysis, client communication, and technical documentation. However, this BA team will be the group of professionals handling work other than technical work. They will focus on requirement handling, analysis, project management, communication, and documentation. So the BA team is created there so that our engineers can focus on development and coding alone. So we may look at it as the BA team will handle the non-technical work for each of the projects, while our engineers will handle the technical work. So here are our goals for 2016 is to deliver the Porsche customizations that are critical for Go Live. Our target is for this month. We also want to sign off. We want to accelerate customization projects development while maintaining quality standard. And we will make sure that we sign off all of our projects by December of next year of this year. So for continuous improvement, we will keep refining our processes. So both are related to the analytics process and the customization process, and also the skin process as that service is new. We will also continue to develop each of the members of our team, so developing all of their skill sets. For analytics, we will aim to finalize the three packages. Namely, we have business, professional, and enterprise. Business package is the most lightweight, while the enterprise package has the most features. So if you look at this table, it describes what those packages are. For business process, we have LMS administrators only. For professional package, we have LMS administrators and managers. For enterprise, we have LMS administrators, developers, and managers. So if we look at the analytics server, business and professional will have shared instance, enterprise will have dedicated instance. For database connection, business and professional will have the live instance, while the enterprise will have a replicated database. So for SSO, it's available in professional and enterprise, but not in the business package. And external data, it's available in the enterprise, but not in the business and professional. So moving on to skill development, since if you remember earlier, I mentioned that we have some difficulties dealing with the skin request for Porsche. We are now developing template skin design. The template skin design is a quick and cost-effective way to deliver skin, basically because they are readily made templates using possible skin appearances for different NTS versions. So what the client will do for template skin design is they will just choose what template that they want, and we will apply the color, images, and logos that they have. And this is a faster way, as mentioned earlier. And but if the client requirement, if the template design does not meet the client requirement, we can also still deliver the custom layout which we have done for last year. So a custom layout usually takes longer and more effort is required to them. So we're pushing right now for the clients to go for the template skin design. So the next slide will basically just provide you an example on how the template designs work. So if you look at the two skins above, they're the templates, and the two skins below, they're an implementation of those templates. So you will find similarities on the layout, but the colors and logos are different. So if you think this is a simple implementation, this is actually loved by the clients, as we get feedback from Ali when we did children's play skin for them. So they basically the client loved what we have done for them. So that's it for my presentation. Are there any questions?